Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Pat, here from Laid Back Languages. I'm a qualified psychotherapist turned polyglot, and now I specialise in helping adults learn their very first foreign language. So if that's you, make sure you click subscribe and check out my other videos on the channel. I hope you find them very useful. If you're not new here, well, welcome back my friends. I hope you enjoyed today's video. The video today I have for you guys is talking about something that comes very naturally to polyglots. Unfortunately, most of them aren't quite self-aware enough to realise the gift that they have been given, and so it's something that I'm going to be sharing with you guys, a little secret. This is how polyglots learn languages extremely fast whilst having a lot of fun in the process. What is this superpower that polyglots have but they don't realise? It's this, the superpower of acceptance. Now, when you learn a foreign language, you need to know how to accept new words, phrases, ideas, accept new ways of seeing the world. If you go into learning a foreign language and you have a very closed mind, you don't want to accept new ideas, ways of perceiving and thinking, you're going to struggle, I'm afraid, to learn a foreign language, because expressions that exist in your native language may not be available in your target language, and vice versa. You're going to be hearing expressions in your target language that make absolutely no sense to you if you translate them back into your native language. So this is how you start to access this real superpower of acceptance. When you hear a new phrase or a new word that sounds strange to you, and I'll give you a very simple example, okay? So in French, Spanish and Italian, they do not say, "I am hungry." They don't. Despite what Duolingo might tell you, they're not saying that. When you say "I am hungry" in Spanish, you actually are saying "I have hunger." Now, this is something I bring up because when I was teaching English in Spain all those years ago, I was teaching a group of adults, and I recall very well, very frustratingly, two of them in the class just would not accept that in English we don't say "I have hunger," tengo hambre, we say "I am hungry." It didn't make sense to them, and I remember we spent a good 10 minutes of the class having this back and forth of them going, "Well, this doesn't make sense to me, es que no tiene sentido." Bro, it's not your language, it's a different language. Some things are not gonna make sense to you. The more time you resist new ideas, new concepts, it's time wasted, guys. It's time wasted. Don't question. Questioning is good. If you're questioning, I've noticed this pattern in this language. I wonder if there's a grammatical rule to it. Great. Question in that way. But please, don't question why they say "I have hunger" instead of "I am hungry." It's a phenomenally deep philosophical question to which you may not even get an answer to, and frankly, it's not going to help you learn the language any quicker. So stop. Learn how to accept. So, aside from accepting new ways of thinking, new ways of seeing the language and being, you've also got to accept yourself. Oh, this was always going to be a deep one, guys. You knew it. You know me. I love a bit of a deep dive. So, what do I mean by this? Accepting yourself. I mean, when you go into a language classroom or a language speaking environment, doesn't need to be a lesson, you have to accept that you are not a native speaker and you are going to make mistakes. Yeah, you're gonna get it wrong. You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna forget words that you know, and you know that you know them. And that's frustrating, I get it. But if you don't learn how to accept that memory doesn't work like we were taught in school it works. Proper memory, when it goes into your subconscious mind, there are layers to it. I'll make another video talking about this. It's not just input, output. Great, I know that now. No, it takes time and there are layers to it. So you need to learn how to accept this and accept that language learning takes time. You are going to make mistakes. So you have to know how to, or at least start to accept yourself as you are, wherever you're at. If you don't understand a word, say it. Be vulnerable in class. Ask, oh, I don't understand. Can you repeat that? Don't just pretend that you're like, yeah, no, I think I understand that. If there's any doubt, just ask. Accept yourself. Be vulnerable. You will learn languages a lot faster. This, unfortunately, is something that we've had programmed into us from school. We are taught to not accept. We are taught to aim for something called perfection, to get the best score. We need to get 10 out of 10. We need to get 20 out of 20. We need to aim to be perfect and not make any mistakes. Guys, this is not true learning. This is... Oh, shall I get political in this video? Alright then, I will. It's indoctrination. At school you are not taught how to learn. Hence why none of you watching this video, I'm guessing, successfully learnt a language at school. I certainly didn't. I failed French. I was awful at school. I loved it, but I was terrible. Why? Because the method is wrong. And this brings me on to my final point about acceptance. The environment in which you learn a language is very important. If you're learning your first foreign language and you're a bit shy, you don't want to get vulnerable, you don't want to make mistakes, I understand why. It's from the conditioning. You need to work one-to-one with someone in a very calming, tranquil, safe environment. The opposite to how you learn a language at school. This is what you've got to do, guys. Accept yourself. Accept new ideas and accept that maybe you're not in the right place to learn a language and you need to move your old ideas and concepts of how languages are learned, because they're certainly not learned the way that they teach them, or at least they used to teach them, at schools. Thank you for watching this video, guys. If you would like that safe environment to learn French, Spanish, Italian, or indeed Brazilian, Portuguese, send me a message or find me on one of my social medias, message me there. You can also book a free language chat with me, which is a free consultation where you talk to me about your language goals and I'll help you move towards them in the right direction. Always stress-free. Thank you for watching, guys. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps me, boosts my videos up, the old YouTube algorithm and whatnot. Thank you guys, take care, God bless, ciao.